Welcome to Yin and Yang. We just had a fire Will the Batman hijack Flash's film topic. But now it's on to the final one. Members of Tier 1 get to choose all of the topics for Yin and Yang moving forward, because that's how much I love y'all. And the topic that we're going to be arguing today is, who is the better Jedi? Obi Wan Kenobi or Mace, the Ace Windu? It's time for the Star Wars fans to stand up. We going prequels in this motherfucker.
Obi.
Huh?
You gotta spell his name right, dude.
Oh,
Some
my
nerd
bad.
you are.
Man, my bad, bro. It's with an I? Damn.
Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. It's not what it's with an I?
Hi.
All right, my bad. You gotta put the I on there. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hold on, let me fix that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Players F up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we know where you stand on this one, so let's just go where it falls, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the black guy because I love black.
Always bet on black.
So naturally, yeah, I do believe Mace Windu is the better Jedi.
You're wrong, but we can do that.
Okay, yeah, sure. I think that Mace Windu is by far the better Jedi, so we could go ahead and do that there. So, welcome to Yin and Yang, guys. In case you guys don't know what it's about, it's about the debate. This is not about the stance you choose. It's about who had the better debate. This is the show all about the debate. No matter if we believe in what we say or not, the debate wins and dominates all. I'm Jody Joe. I'm going to be arguing for the fact that, or the opinion, that Mace Windu is the better Jedi out of him and Obi Wan Kenobi. Oh, he got too many L's on his. I'll save it. And Andy is going to be arguing that Obi Wan Kenobi is a better Jedi than his master, Mace Windu. For sure. Tony Karan says Obi Wan is big trash. This is easy, Jody. Tony Karan, 15 on it. Shout out to my dude Tony. He says 2 days in a row, bros. Fire topic on Jedi, bro. Let's go. I love you guys. For sure. Andy, you want to take this one first?
No, you start me.
All right. I'll go first on this one. 10 minutes are on the clock. Then we get a 1-minute flash round. I'll start. Obi-Wan Kenobi takes the L here. Simply, and I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. I love Star Wars as we used to know. I don't like those Kathleen Kennedy ones. Those are garbage. They're junk. Obi-Wan Kenobi is a great Jedi. But he has too many blemishes on his career, man. Too many blemishes. He took too many L's. He never gets the job done when it needs to be done. Even in episode 2, when they had to take on Dooku, they tag team Dooku. What happened? Dooku took that fool out. Quick. Out of there. I'm like, dang. And then Anakin got his arm chopped off, as you can see. But Anakin, younger than Obi-Wan Kenobi, less wise, or the Padawan to Master Obi-Wan, took 2 sabers and was going at it with a Sith Lord to the point where he finally succumbed and he got his arm chopped off and they both got wrecked. Fast forward to the next film, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And then you see that they meet Dooku again in the ship to save Chancellor Palpatine. What happens? I'll tell you what happens. You guys know. They begin to fight Dooku again, 2-on-1. What happens? Dooku makes quick, and I mean quick work of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Threw him, and then put a bridge on his body, knocked him out. Guess what it is again? Me and Anakin 1-on-1 again. He says, my powers have doubled since the last time we met, Count. Ah, good. Double the pride, twice the fall. So they get it in, and Anakin Skywalker soloed him and bested him because he's that dude. Beheaded and defeated the evil Count Dooku. Here's the point where Obi-Wan is even worse. How did they get out of the ship? He had to take Obi-Wan, his master's unconscious body, on his back and literally carry him through tunnels to safety. He carried him all the way to a ship and saved his life because he got wrecked twice by a senior citizen with his AARP card. I have other stuff in the tank that I will save because I know that Andy's going to say some shit, but Mace Windu, quite the contrary. He has no L's. The bounty hunter in episode 2 that was giving everybody a problem, he landed down there and said, "Zah!" took that head right off. He looked right up at Dooku. Remember Dooku, the guy who was beating the shit out of Obi-Wan? He looked right up at Dooku and said, "What's up?" Dooku was like, he ran. Do you know why he ran? Because Mace Windu would have served his shit up. Mace Windu has no fear. He was always the guy you go to for knowledge, advice, and even when you need somebody to beat the shit out of somebody, Mace, get him. Mace has no blemishes on his career. In fact, he had to be betrayed. He had to be betrayed by Anakin to be defeated by the Sith. Go ahead, Andy. Go ahead, Andy. For sure.
No blemishes on his career.
Go ahead, homie.
Mace Windu is an arrogant scumbag prick who I would argue causes the downfall of the Jedi.
What?
Because of his arrogance, because of his impatience and hatred of Anakin, and let's not forget Jango Fett. They could have interrogated him and learned and sort of avoided the execution of all the Jedis. No, who's Mace Windu? He attacks first, asks questions later. That's not a Jedi. The question is better Jedi. It's not the badass guy with a lightsaber who kicks ass. No, a Jedi is calm. A Jedi is reasonable. A Jedi wouldn't deny Anakin. A Jedi would try to reason with Anakin. That's what Obi-Wan does. Obi-Wan is the only reason it all works out in the movie. With Mace Windu makes it harder for everybody because he's a prick. He is an absolute jerk who doesn't listen to orders, doesn't listen to the Jedi Council, and puts everybody's lives at jeopardy because he thinks he knows better than everybody else. How can you tell me that's not true?
It's not true. Whose choice was it to not train Anakin Skywalker because he believed he was going to be evil?
Mace Windu.
Exactly. Mace Windu was going to save the universe.
No,
but what did Obi-Wan say? What did Obi-Wan say?
He doesn't give Palpatine a fair trial. He attempts to execute him, just like Jango. No, does he not rush to execute?
See, I got him there.
Both prisoners who should be trialed, and is that not what makes?
He's too powerful to be kept alive. He controls the Senate and the courts. That's from the movie. He should stand trial. Arrogant. He's too powerful to be kept alive. He controls the Senate and the courts.
He's a little bit like Anakin, isn't he?
No, he
knows better than Yoda and everybody else in the council.
Yes, he does.
Mace Windu.
Yes, he does.
That's a problem.
Mace Windu is better than Yoda. He sensed the plot to destroy the Jedi when Yoda's brain was wiped.
He doesn't trust Anakin, and then brings him in there and is like, can't defeat Palpatine, mind you.
He defeated him.
No, he's stuck there, and then
he defeated him. He said, "In the name of the Galactic Republic, you are under arrest." Is that a threat, Master Yoda? He wrecked Sidious and had him desabered and bleeding for his life. He was about to deliver a killing blow.
Palpatine did that so Anakin could watch.
For sure.
Are you on drugs?
Nice. So
you don't think that was part of Palpatine's plan to give Mace the upper hand so Anakin could watch it? Because Palpatine played Mace Windu because Mace Windu was an arrogant, predictable jerk.
He got played. But Mace Windu told Anakin
into Palpatine's hands and proves he's a terrible Jedi.
Anakin ran to him as soon as he found out that Chancellor Palpatine was evil. And he said, "I think that he's a Sith Lord, Master." A Sith Lord? Yes, I think he's the one we've been looking for. He said, "Stay here. If what you said is true, you will have gained my trust." He told that to Anakin. "I didn't trust you, but if this is true, I will trust you now." And sure enough, that's why he let his guard down and he got killed. He got played. I'll agree with you. Fine, for the sake of argument. But that doesn't take away from why Obi-Wan sauce. Mace said he will not be trained. And then Obi-Wan said what? He says, "I will train the boy regardless of the Jedi Council." He defied the Jedi Council.
If he hadn't, then Vader wouldn't have destroyed him at the end of a
good Jedi listens to their masters. Obi-Wan disrespected the council and trained him anyway.
Caused it to end. Not Mace Windu. Who did Mace Windu inspire?
Yoda, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, Anakin.
Nope. Lies.
When in episode 2.
I'm talking about who is he a Force ghost to inspire someone important to the plot? Because we got to talk about what we know Star Wars.
Rey.
Mace Windu shows up to Rey.
Rey.
So does Obi-Wan.
Okay. And Obi-Wan looks up to Mace.
Obi-Wan helps Luke Skywalker and Leia, which if he didn't do, we would be in deep shit.
Who's Obi-Wan's master?
Obi-Wan's downfall, his kill, is obviously on purpose because he wants Luke to see it, just like Palpatine wanted to see Anakin to see Mace's arrogance get taken away. It's always a plan between Palpatine and then Obi-Wan realizes, oh, I can actually I'm not going to get played this time. I'm playing the game. Okay. Mace Windu never played the game, dude. Mace Windu was always behind.
This is not about playing a game. It's about who's a better Jedi. Mace Windu is a better Jedi with no blemishes on his
not
career.
For the sake of the Jedi or the world. He did it for himself.
Can I ask you a question? Mace Windu got taken out by being betrayed by his brother and killed by his fellow Jedi. His fellow Jedi brother, Anakin Skywalker.
He didn't trust. Sorry, hate's a strong word. Hate leads to dark. He did not trust him. He made it very clear he did not want to train him.
He did trust him. Andy, he did trust him. He said before the scene, if what you said is true, you will have gained my trust. So that's a fact in the movie. At the time Anakin betrayed Mace Windu, he trusted him, and he was betrayed and murdered.
Right. So what? Hold on. Let's. No, you're right. So let's dissect that scene. What's he doing in that scene?
I feel like you're wasting time. I'm asking you a question.
He's deeming that
he got wrecked. He got wrecked. You win.
He's deeming that Palpatine.
How did Obi Wan Kenobi die?
Dude, he kills himself.
Trash.
That's how he dies.
Trash. He got killed by Vader. He let Vader kill him.
He looks at Luke and smiles.
He sat there
and allows
and got derobed like a beach.
Give Luke
like
the
a
beach.
He went out like a straight beach, Andy, and you know it.
No.
He was saved. He saw the same mission complete. Bah. Darth Vader stepping on his clothes like you are.
What is his mission? Tell me how.
He didn't want no smoke with Vader.
How did Obi-Wan fail his mission?
He didn't want no smoke with Vader.
What's his mission on Tatooine?
He didn't want no smoke with Vader.
Whoa. Answer the question. What's his mission on Tatooine? I will look after who?
He didn't want no smoke with Vader.
I will look after who?
And he died.
This boy.
Did he look after him? He died.
Yeah, he did.
He needed him in Empire Strikes Back and the Return of the Jedi.
He sends him to Yoda.
Hell, he killed himself and he needed him. Luke needed him. A game. Got him. Thanks, Andy. Thank you. Thank you, Andy.
He takes himself to the Force so he can train and motivate Luke.
So you kill yourself, right? Time. Final minute on the clock. Who went first on that one? I went first.
Dude, we need more time.
1 minute on the clock. Frigate. Go ahead, Andy. You got a 1 minute timer. Go ahead.
But I'm not. This is bullshit because you're so wrong.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong.
And you can't see it. He didn't alert anybody. Mace Windu took it into his own. He's like the bad cop who shows up and then is like, yo, hands up, I'm going to shoot you. That's literally what Mace Windu's doing. Jedi training, telling the Jedi, the Grand Council. There's so many things he could have done to actually help and stop all the things that then happen. He is the problem and actually makes the journey harder for all the other characters. Because of him, by executing, but not only the Palpatine scene, but executing Jango Fett. You ignore that point. By executing him so quickly,
good job.
They didn't interrogate him. And if they had done that, they could have actually maybe learned about the plan and actually been prepared. But no, he rushes to shoot first. And in a Jedi, that's a failure. That is an L. He got played. Obi-Wan knew exactly what was going on. In fact, rewatch the movie, my man. You do this look, smile, knows Luke, and he's out because he knows the next step isn't in the real life.
Time. Respect. That was a very good final minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and close mine with some fire. Give me a second here. 1 minute on the clock for sure. Andy, I got him in the corner. This just is what it is. What was his mission, Jody? What was his mission on Tatooine? I will look after the boy. So let's talk about what he did. He ended his own life to become a Force ghost, leaving poor Luke without a master. He said, "Oh, I'm going to kill go to Dagobah. Must do go. I kill myself to eat biscuits in heaven. You go to Dagobah. Let the old nigga train you." If your job was to look after him, you do your best to stay alive as his daddy to look after him. Luke Skywalker was on his own after Empire Strikes Back. He had nothing. He was even calling out, "Ben, where you been? What would you do? Help me." He was needing help. You left him like Mufasa. How could you do that to poor Luke? Obi-Wan, hold this L. You such a trash Jedi, bro. Mace Windu ain't got none of this softness. He about that work. Here it comes. If a Sith Lord comes to kill me, I ain't going to Obi. I'm going to Mace. Daddy, Mace, get him. Time. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
I need more time.
What you mean? What you mean? It's 10 minutes.
This is bullshit.
I'm sorry. I had to expose your boy.
Shit. You got me against the corner. You were so full of shit.
I didn't want to expose Obi-Wan, but you asked for it.
You didn't expose shit. Obi-Wan chose to be a Force ghost, and he worked because Luke won. And then let's not.
How do you have a fight with Darth?
I'm ignoring the sequel trilogy, which rewrites all the bullshit. That is not.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore it. We're gonna ignore that.
If it ends on Jedi, which is what the argument should be about. That because we're talking Luke.
You want another 10 minutes?
Yes.
All right, let's put another 10 minutes on the clock. There we go. 10 more minutes, extended edition. Go ahead, Andy.
We're talking, and to remind, the last 2 minutes we can do is the things.
That's fine. Yeah.
If we're talking Lucas's Star Wars, Obi-Wan won. How did Obi-Wan not fulfill his mission?
Because he died.
No, he chose to die, and he did everything as a Force.
I'm asking you a question, Andy. Was Luke a trained Jedi?
Yoda's better than Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan knew it.
Was Luke Skywalker a trained Jedi?
No, he wasn't at that point.
He never was.
But he. That's part of the journey, dude. He had to find that and do it his way. He
was never there to even complete Luke Skywalker's training as his master. That's an L, bro.
No, did he say I will look after this boy? Is what his mission was. Not I will train him.
And his mission was to train him to be a Jedi to defeat Darth Vader.
Look after this boy. And he did defeat Darth Vader.
His mission was to train him to be a Jedi.
Mission. No. To look after the boy and defeat Vader. I'm trying to understand, Jody. Yeah. How did Obi-Wan fail that mission? Because as I recall,
he did defeat Darth Vader.
After the boy, and he does defeat Darth Vader. So how did Obi-Wan fail? In fact, Obi-Wan's there at the end next to Vader and Yoda saying, "See, I knew it all along."
I know.
I don't see Mace Windu there.
He didn't defeat Darth Vader with his Jedi training, Andy. You know as well as I do. Darth Vader went to the dark in Luke's heart, and he said, "Sister, well, if you don't join the dark side, perhaps she will." No! He gave into his rage because he wasn't trained, and he dark side killed Vader, took his arm off. So if he was a trained Jedi, he never would have succumbed to Darth Vader's freaking manipulation. L.
No, you're talking at the end of Empire?
At the end of the Return of the Jedi.
But at Return of Jedi, he beats the Emperor.
He gave in to his dark side to defeat Vader. And then he said, and then when he came back, when City said, "Fine, strike him down, take the final blow." And then he gave up. He said, I'm not going to do it. And then
Vader killed the Emperor.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So how does Luke go to the dark side?
Because after he tapped into his dark side to defeat Vader. After he took his arm off, Sidious was like, good.
You mean at the end of Empire? That's why I was confused.
No, at the end of Return of the Jedi.
He loses his hand at the end of Empire.
Vader, not Luke.
Oh, you're talking Vader. Oh, okay.
Yes, when he takes Vader's hand off with that rage, giving into his dark side because he said he's going to get Leia. And then Sidious said, "Good, finish him." He's talking about Vader. "Finish Vader. Take your place. Complete it." And he had the dark glove. It showed the dark glove to show that he was on his dark side. And then he was like, "No, I'm nothing like you." He threw it away. That's when he came back. And that's when he said, "You will die." And then Vader.
He's still being trained because of everything he learned by Obi-Wan and Yoda.
Still being trained. That's the problem. He wasn't a trained Jedi.
Yeah,
because Obi-Wan sacked himself for a higher monster.
George Lucas would tell you the hero's journey is all about the lessons learned and the journey. If he just is a trained Jedi, perfect Jedi, that would have been a really boring movie. He's learning throughout the way, and the bottom line is, you keep ignoring, Obi-Wan succeeded in his mission.
He didn't.
So he clearly knew ahead better than Mace Windu did, because again, Mace Windu not only gets played arrogant prick who gets played by Palpatine, he also kills Jango Fett out of aggression, and they could have interrogated him to learn about the Sith origin of the clone army, and they would have known that way earlier, and they could have done a lot of information. That is a lot of important information that they couldn't get because of Mace Windu's arrogance and penchant to have literally to just kill people, because he's deeming everybody Dude, he's like a bad cop. He's literally the bad cop. Sure, maybe he's got some badass moves, but he's kind of a bad person. How is he a good person? Take the fighting away. Take the badassery away. How is Mace Windu a good person?
I'm going to go to the bounty hunter part where you said he just killed him. That bounty hunter was running rampant in episode 2. And last time I checked, that bounty hunter gave Obi-Wan the business on that rooftop in the rain. And he escaped. He got away. He was a thorn in everyone's side. He was about to kill them. Last time I remember, Padme, Anakin, and Obi-Wan were chained up about to die until Mace Windu and Yoda come on a ship and destroyed everybody in there, bro. So if it wasn't for Mace saving Obi-Wan, he saved Obi-Wan's life again.
In action.
Mace did so much good. He saved Obi-Wan's life multiple times. That's a good Jedi. That's a good Jedi. And he failed as a master.
Jango wasn't a henchman. I see in the comments. Jango was a clone. Jango was a clone. And I'm sorry, you could have gotten information out of him. Absolutely could have learned of the Sith origin of that army ahead of the time. Because I think they learned of that in the later, in the Clone Wars or whatever.
No,
but
he wasn't a clone. He was clone. Those were clones of him. He was the original. He was the human. No. He was not a clone.
Yeah, but then he's not. That doesn't. Yeah, then you're confusing me more. He's
His
not
son
the
turned into Boba.
He's there at that world.
He wasn't a henchman. He was a bad guy.
No, right, and he's not a henchman. He knows what's going on. That's my point. That's why you're talking to me. He is way more integral to that plot. And if they had figured it out, they would have known the plan, and they could have stopped the execution order. So that's my point. All of these examples between that and Palpatine. Mace Windu rushes to the kill.
Jedi do not interrogate.
That's not what a Jedi does.
The Jedi way is not about interrogating. They charge you and they put you in prison and interrogate. Where you get this from? They don't do that. That's not the Jedi way.
What it says when they send them off.
You go to trial for your crimes and you go to prison.
Right. They don't. Yes, they do. That whole movie. The full prequels is all freaking council meetings and
no interrogation. No sit you in a chair. Tell us where he is. Pow. What are the plans to destroy? Pow. Ain't no interrogation. He's just gonna go straight to jail.
That's bullshit. Yes, there are. That's bullshit.
Where have you ever seen a Jedi interrogate someone?
I feel like Obi-Wan and Anakin are doing that the whole prequels, and they're on their mission. They're trying to figure out. They're solving the crimes, trying to figure out where Grievous is and everything.
Yeah, an investigation, sure. An interrogation? A dude sitting in. Let's take Boba Fett. Let's put him in a dark room. And
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying get information for the greater good.
He's going to ask. They're going to sit him at a table. Tell me the plans. He's going to say, I'm not telling you shit. And he's going to say, tell me the plans. I'm not telling you shit. Fine. Send him to trial. Throw him in jail. That's the end of it. Ain't no interrogation further than that. No.
There's tons of it. There's tons of information gathering because they're detectives. They're the beat cops, but with superpowers. And the problem is Mace Windu cannot control his arrogance. He's too cocky. He thinks he knows better. He refuses Anakin. And I saw other people saying, oh, well, if he had just not trained Anakin, all this would have been fixed. Come on. Like the Emperor wouldn't have figured out another way around it.
No, that would have been
it. Thank God Obi-Wan did do it because that relationship and everything was crucial for then Luke to solve the problem later. It all worked out because Obi-Wan saw it.
Mace Windu destroyed.
Mace couldn't see it.
Mace Windu killed so many Sith.
With all his powers and his forces.
Mace Windu killed so many Sith, Andy. Mace Windu guided so many masters that you look up to, including Obi-Wan. He was like a Padawan. Mace Windu himself sensed the plot to destroy the Jedi when no other being on the planet, including Yoda, even sensed it. It was Mace that told Yoda, I sense a plot to destroy the Jedi because he is the best Jedi ever.
Yoda sensed it too.
No, he did not.
Yoda also sensed the anger in Anakin. Yoda
No. I'm talking about two different things.
Also, Yoda
But Mace is the one who called the shot.
Yoda gets out of there because he knows.
Once again, Mace Windu sensed the plot when no other Jedi, including Yoda, did. And even though Yoda did sense the darkness in the cloud of your future, Mace Windu was the one who made the final call and said, no, he will not be trained. But and then in episode 3, when Anakin was disrespecting the council, wait, how can I be a part of Chancellor Palpatine's security detail and not be a master and not sit on the council? This isn't fair. I don't understand. And then Mace Windu said, take a seat. young Skywalker.
Right. So do you
Put
think
that little bitch in his place.
Do you think that helped Anakin's turn at the end, or do you
Mace
think
kept him in
Obi-Wan,
check.
or do you think?
Yes.
Obi-Wan
Who did he come to
turned
after he found out? Who did he come to after he found out Sidious was evil? He went to not Yoda. He went to Mace.
And because Mace just kills him before Anakin can get the information about Padma, which is really all he cares about.
We know what's
Anakin couldn't get it, and so Mace is like, "No, we got to kill him."
To Mace.
We got to kill him.
Who did Anakin go to?
I'm a Jedi, but I got to murder this. He's like Superman in the end of
he is Superman. He is Superman.
There's nothing I can do. I got to murder this guy. That's all literally what he does, and that's the last thing a Jedi should be doing. That's the last resort.
Who did Anakin go to when he found out Sidious was Chancellor Palpatine? Did he go to Yoda?
Mace.
He went to the daddy. He went to the most capable Jedi. He went to the best Jedi alive. He was
the one who was standing there when he comes out. He didn't go to him, you liar.
He went to Mace.
He lands on that ship and what? There's a plan.
You got to put respect on Mace, Andy. You got to watch those. You saw the prequels. He's tight, bro. Why I can't hear you no more? Let me see what happened. Oh, did you turn your mic off on accident? Click the link to vote. Who won? Jody for Mace Windu or Andy for his Obi Wan Kenobi? And the votes are trickling in, ladies and gentlemen. Blah.
Wow, it's way closer than I thought it'd be.
For you, are you surprised that you're so close?
I thought your fans were gonna just support you on this one.
Oh man, we unbiased over here.
Not the commenters. They were pretty on your side.
There was 300. Some odd people were watching us at the time. So we only got 18 votes. Let's see. Let's refresh. 34. There we go. Let's put a countdown timer for the clock. So Andy, let's put it up for 2 minutes.
Obi-Wan completed his mission. Mace Windu got played.
Mace Windu did get played, man. That's the thing about Star Wars, man. George Lucas had it, regardless of what people say, he had his Star Wars on the right track, bro. We just needed to give it
I don't know. You heard about what he would have done about getting into the wills and
Yeah. Thanks, Andy. And time and the vote. Refresh it. Let's see the final results. Jody takes it by a mere factor of about 2.5%. Yeah, there we go. Thank you guys for putting your votes in. There it is. Mace Windu, better Jedi than Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You win by 2 votes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. You guys voted. If you guys want to take part in the live audience of Yin and Yang, it's simple. Come here every Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time, and you get me and Andy live. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Jody, Andy. Good fight, bro. We out. Deuces.